Azure Databricks is exploding in enterprise environments right now. Companies are shifting massive data workloads to Databricks. And if you can pass the Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Azure Databricks exam, your skills are worth serious money in the job market. But here's the problem. Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Azure Databricks exam is tricky. You need to understand Spark, Delta Lake, streaming, and Databricks-specific features. Most study materials miss critical exam concepts. I'm breaking down 20 DP-750 practice questions that cover exactly what Microsoft tests. Databricks workspace architecture and cluster management, data ingestion with autoloader and Spark readers, complex Spark transformations and optimization, Delta Lake, ACID transactions, and time travel, production security and governance patterns. Get the full PDF with all 100 plus questions from Study for Exam. Link in description. Let's crush this implementing data engineering solutions using Azure Databricks exam. Question 1. What is Azure Databricks primarily designed for? A. Traditional SQL server management. B. Unified analytics platform for big data and AI workloads. C. File storage only. D. Backup solutions. Correct answer B. Unified analytics platform for big data and AI explanation. Databricks provides a unified platform combining Apache Spark, Delta Lake, and ML capabilities. Enables data engineering, analytics, and machine learning on large-scale data. Integrates with Azure ecosystem. Single platform eliminates data silos. Question 2. What is a Databricks workspace? A. Physical office location. B. Logical container for notebooks, clusters, and collaboration. C. Storage bucket. D. Network only. Correct answer. B. Logical container for notebooks, clusters, and collaboration. Explanation. Workspace organizes notebooks, code, clusters, compute, dashboards, and jobs. Enables team collaboration with role-based access. Multiple workspaces per organization possible. Foundational structure for Databricks environment. Question 3. What are Databricks clusters? A. Storage locations. B. Network connections. C. Compute resources, VMs. Running Apache Spark. D. Backup systems. Correct answer. C. Compute resources running Apache Spark. Explanation. Clusters are groups of VMs that execute Spark jobs. Can be all-purpose, shared by teams, or job clusters, single job. Auto-scaling adjusts resources based on load. Databricks manages cluster provisioning and configuration automatically. Question 4. What is the primary purpose of Delta Lake and Azure Databricks? A. File storage. B. Add ACID transactions, schema enforcement, and time travel to Spark. C. Backup service. D. Database only. Correct answer B. Add ACID transactions, schema enforcement, time travel. Explanation. Delta Lake formats. Parquet files with transaction log. Provides ACID compliance for data reliability. Schema enforcement prevents bad data. Time travel enables data recovery. Unified batch and streaming support. Industry standard in Databricks. Question 5. How do you ingest data into Azure Databricks? A. Only manual upload. B. Spark readers, data flows, event streams, or direct connectors. C. File copy only. D. External tools required. Correct answer. B. Spark readers, data flows, event streams, direct connectors. Explanation. Multiple ingestion methods, Spark read and burst for files/databases. Azure Event Hubs for streaming, Databricks connectors for SaaS sources, autoloader for cloud storage. Flexible approach for different data sources and patterns. Question 6. What is Apache Spark in context of Databricks? A. Database engine. B. Distributed computing framework for parallel data processing. C. Backup tool. D. Networking service. Correct answer B. Distributed computing framework for parallel processing. Explanation. Spark processes data in parallel across cluster nodes, supports batch and streaming processing, multiple languages, Python, Scala, SQL, R. Databricks optimizes and simplifies Spark execution compared to DIY Apache Spark. Question 7. What is a Databricks notebook? A. Notebook for writing. B. Interactive development environment for Spark code and Markdown. C. Data storage. D. Job scheduler. Correct answer B. Interactive development environment for Spark code. Explanation. Notebooks combine code cells, markdown, and visualizations. Execute code interactively. Supports Python, Scala, SQL, R, collaborative editing, and version control. Primary development tool in Databricks for data engineers. Question 8. What is autoloader in Azure Databricks? A. Automatic cluster restart. B. Incremental data ingestion from cloud storage automatically. C. Auto scaling only. D. Backup automation. Correct answer B. Incremental data ingestion from cloud storage. Explanation. Autoloader detects new files in cloud storage, Azure Blob, ADLS, automatically. Processes incrementally without reprocessing existing files. Handles late arriving data. Simplifies data ingestion pipeline setup and maintenance. Question 9. What is the purpose of Databricks SQL Warehouse? A. Backup data. B. Provide SQL interface for interactive querying and dashboarding. C. Store metadata only. D. Network management. Correct answer. B. SQL interface for querying and dashboarding. Explanation. SQL. Warehouse executes SQL queries on Databricks data. Optimized for analytics workloads. Powers dashboards and reports. Users familiar with SQL can query Databricks data without Spark programming knowledge. Question 10. How do you handle schema evolution in Azure? Databricks Delta tables. A. Reject new columns. B. Use alter table and schema inference capabilities. C. Reload data manually. D. Delete and recreate table. Correct answer B. Use alter table and schema inference. Explanation. Delta Lake supports schema inference and evolution. Alter table adds columns. New data with different schema handled automatically. Backward compatible with existing data. Enables flexible schema changes in production. Question 11. What is a Databricks job? A. Employee role. B. Scheduled or triggered Spark task execution. C. Network connection. D. Storage allocation. Correct answer. B. Scheduled or triggered. Spark task execution. Explanation. Jobs schedule notebooks or jar files to run on fixed timetable or event trigger. Support retries and error handling. Cluster provisioned automatically. Enable production data engineering workflows without manual intervention. Question 12. What security features are important for Databricks? A. No security needed. B. Identity authentication, cluster level security, encryption, audit logs. C. Open to everyone. D. Password only. Correct answer B. Authentication, cluster security, encryption, audit logs. Explanation. Multi-layered security. Azure AD authentication, workspace level access control, cluster IP allow listing, encryption in transit/at rest, audit logs track data access, governance policies enforce compliance, production grade security required. Question 13. What is Databricks Unity Catalog? A. Product Catalog. B. Unified governance layer for data, ML and analytics across Databricks. C. Price list. D. Storage catalog only. Correct answer B. Unified governance for data, ML and analytics. Explanation. Unity Catalog provides centralized metadata management and governance. Enables fine-grained access control, object, column, row level. Data lineage tracking. Audit logs for compliance. Secures data across workspaces and clouds. Question 14. What is the purpose of partitioning in Databricks Delta tables? A. No purpose. B. Improve query performance by organizing data into logical groups. C. Reduce total data. D. Encryption only. Correct answer. B. Improve query performance by organizing data. Explanation. Partitioning divides large tables by column, often date. Queries scan only relevant partitions. Dramatically improves performance for filtered queries. Reduces compute costs. Standard practice for billion-row tables. Question 15. How do you handle streaming data in Databricks? A. Not supported. B. Structured streaming processes. Real-time data with data frame API. C. Batch only. D. External tools required. Correct answer B. Structured streaming processes real-time data. Explanation. Structured streaming provides Spark data frame API for streams, connects to event hubs, Kafka, or other sources. Same transformations as batch processing. Guarantees end-to-end exactly once semantics, real-time analytics enabled. Question 16. What is the purpose of Databricks Feature Store? A. Store products. B. Centralized repository for ML features used in training and inference. C. Database backup. D. Data warehouse. Correct answer. B. Centralized repository for ML features. Explanation. Feature store stores computed features for machine learning models, prevents feature leakage and inconsistency, enables feature reuse across models, simplifies ML pipeline development, tracks feature lineage and versioning. Question 17. What is merge operation in Delta Lake? A. Combine files. B. Update, insert, or delete records in single atomic operation. C. Copy data. D. Backup mechanism. Correct answer. B. Update, insert, or delete in single atomic operation. Explanation. Merge, upsert, updates matching records, inserts new ones, optionally deletes, all in single transaction, prevents duplicates and inconsistency. Common for deduplication and state updates in production pipelines. Question 18. How should you optimize Spark queries in Databricks? A. No optimization needed. B. Use filtering early, partitioned reads, caching, reduce shuffle. C. Process everything. D. Manual optimization only. Correct answer. B. Filter early, use partitions, cache, reduce shuffle. Explanation. Query optimization. Apply filters early to reduce data volume. Leverage partitions to skip irrelevant data. Cache intermediate results if reused. Minimize data shuffling between nodes. Dramatically improves performance and reduces costs. Question 19. What is Databricks? A. DLS integration. A. Separate service. B. Native support for reading/writing Azure data. Lake storage seamlessly. C. File transfer only. D. Manual configuration. Correct answer. B. Native support for seamless ADLS access. Explanation. Databricks natively accesses ADLS Gen 2 without data movement. Uses managed identities for authentication. Supports direct reading and writing to data lake. Enables using ADLS as primary data lake with Databricks compute. Question 20. What is the complete data engineering workflow in Azure Databricks? A. Just store data. B. Ingest Arrow transform. Arrow store, Delta. Arrow, analyze Arrow, visualize Arrow monitor. C. No workflow needed. D. Only ETL. Correct answer. B. Ingest Arrow, transform Arrow store, Arrow, analyze Arrow, visualize Arrow monitor. Explanation. Complete workflow, ingest data, autoloader/connectors, Arrow transform, Spark/SQL, Arrow store in Delta Lake, medallion layers, Arrow analyze with SQL/notebooks Arrow, visualize with Databricks dashboards, Arrow monitor jobs and costs, end-to-end lifecycle. If this video helped you prepare for DP-750, like this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm comment your score and which question was trickiest. Subscribe. I cover Microsoft data engineering certifications every week. DP-750 tests your ability to design Databricks solutions at scale, implement production data pipelines, transform data with Apache Spark, ensure data quality with Delta Lake Secure, and govern data effectively, optimize performance, and reduce costs. If you understand Databricks architecture, Spark transformations, medallion design, and Delta Lake capabilities, you're ready for this exam. The job market for Databricks engineers is hot right now. Companies are actively hiring. Get certified, land interviews, and level up your career. Good luck on your Microsoft Certified Data Engineer Associate Databricks exam. I'll see you in the next one. Next.